What's up, guys? It's Solo back with a video here on the second channel, Solo 2.0. Today I have a video that I actually am very excited to do. We have the NFL 2022-2023 season, as you guys can see right here, and we have every single team. We got the AFC on the left, and we got the NFC over here on the right. And so in this video, I'm going to be predicting every single game of the NFL season. The schedules came out, a couple days ago, a week ago, whatever. I'm going to predict literally every single game. And I'm going to predict the playoffs, I think. I'm pretty sure that this website gives you the playoffs depending on your predictions at the end. If you guys like football, if you guys like videos like these, drop a like right now. Go drop a like. Let's see if we get over 100 likes. Also, sub up. We're on the road to 12K subs. Sub up. I already know this video is going to take me a while to do. I'm going to try to edit it a lot, or else this video would literally be 2 hours. You guys will see the LEDs. Like, you can't even really see them in my room because it's so light out right now. But by the end of the video, guaranteed, it's going to be like dark. And the LEDs are going to be showing. Like, that's how you're going to be able to tell that this took me a while to do. Something else I want to say real quick is that this is the way early prediction. It's literally May right now. The preseason starts in August. The season starts in September. You know what I'm saying? We're like, what, 5 months away? So relax. It's not that deep. Whenever I do prediction videos, tier list videos, whatever, people get so triggered. Like, it's my opinions. You guys can let me know your opinions in the comments. But without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, so the first team that we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to go through team by team. I'm going to try to make this quick because I don't want this video to be too long, but I think regardless, this video is going to be long. We're going to start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is a team that lost Tyreek Hill. They lost some of their weapons. The defense, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's that good. It's really not that good, but they have Patrick Mahomes. They also added Juju. The Chiefs will be at least solid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you think they'll be Super Bowl contenders, but they'll be solid. So real quick, we'll go through these games. Again, it's not that deep. We're just going to go through them, pick them real quick. We'll have the card. Again, home is right here. Away is right here. So home is this column. Away is, you guys get it. So we'll give them the game against the Chargers, even though the Chargers are going to be a really good team, but it's a conference game. I think they'll probably split. Chargers will get the win when the Chargers are home. That's how I'll do most of the divisional games. I'll split them if it's close. Colts, let's say the Chiefs start out kind of slow. We'll give the Colts the win. We'll give the Bucs the win as well. The Chiefs started off kind of slow last year. Let's see how they start off this year. We'll give them the win against the Raiders, but I'm not gonna lie, this is a very tough schedule for the Chiefs. Do you guys see this? Until week 10, it's tough. All of these games are tough for the Chiefs, so maybe that's a sign that they might not have the best year. But this is going to be a really good game here, week 6. Bills, Chiefs, we'll give it to the Chiefs, though. And then they versus the 49ers. We'll give them an away win right there. They are currently, where's the record? 4-3 right now, which is actually pretty good. We'll give the Titans the win. Then we get the Jaguars. They got to win that game. And then the Chargers will get that win. Like I said, they're going to split there. Rams, Chiefs, that's going to be a really good game. I'm going to give it to the Chiefs, though. Bengals, Chiefs, we'll go Bengals. Broncos, Chiefs, another divisional game. Broncos are home. We'll give it to the Broncos. Texans, Chiefs. See, there's going to be fluky games like this one where I'm going to have to pick the Texans. Even though the Chiefs are the better team, it's not always the favorite winning. I'm sure you guys know that. So at some points in this video, I'm going to pick a random game like that it's just going to throw things off just because, you just got to throw those in there every now and then. Seahawks, Chiefs, will go Chiefs. Broncos, Chiefs, we'll go Chiefs because I said I'll split it. Raiders are going to split again here, week 18. So we have the Chiefs at 9-8. I think that's realistic. I think that's realistic for team 1. You guys see over here on the left. Chiefs are done, 9-8 record. I think that's solid for them. All right, the next team that we're going to do staying in that same division, we got the Denver Broncos, which also, this division right here is going to be one of the best divisions, if not the best division in football. It's so stacked. Every single team has a chance to go to the playoffs and make something happen. We have the Broncos, who added Russell Wilson. They have a lot of young players, especially on defense. I think they're going to take huge steps forward, development-wise. But we got the Broncos. So we're going to start off week 1. I think this is a team that low-key starts off hot. Then they versus the Texans. Then they versus the 49ers. We're going to have the Broncos start off hot in this 2022-2023 season. The Raiders, okay, we'll have them lose to the Raiders there. Colts, we'll have them slow down, lose to the Colts, lose to the Chargers. They're going to beat the Jets. Here's where I'll just throw in a fluke game. Should I do it? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll throw in a random, you know what I'm saying? Games like that, does it make sense? Not really. Jaguars are home, though. Maybe that's, actually, I don't know if that's the Europe game. Probably not. But Titans, off the bye. Titans home, though. We'll give it to the Titans. Broncos versus Raiders. We'll give it to the Broncos. Broncos, I think, are going to have a pretty solid year. I like this team. I've liked this team in the past, and they kind of always let me down. But now they have Russell Wilson. Some of those players are going to be better. We'll give the Broncos the road win there against the Panthers versus the Ravens. We'll give it to the Broncos. Another away win for the Broncos there. Broncos, Cardinals. We'll give it to the Cardinals. Then they play the Rams. We'll give that to the Rams. And then the final game of the season versus the Chargers. Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert. Broncos are home. We'll give it to the Broncos. Broncos also 9-8. So they finished below the Chiefs, according to the tiebreaker, but we have two 9-8 teams here in the first part of our rankings. All right, the third team in this division is the Los Angeles Chargers, which they are looking very promising. I already said all three teams in this division are looking promising, but the Chargers, they're really well-rounded. Their defense is insane. They added Khalil Mack. You got Joey Bosa, Derwin James, that secondary, J.C. Jackson, I think they added. Let me check real quick. Let me see. Yeah, J.C. Jackson, Nasir Adderley, Asante Samuel Jr., like, the defense is stacked, but the offense is also stacked. So we're going to go with a win here in week 1 for the Chargers. Then they versus the Jaguars. That's got to be a win. Versus the Texans. I mean, this is getting kind of easy. They're going to versus the Browns, though, which is going to be tough. As of right now, we're not completely sure if Deshaun Watson will be the week 1 starter, but we will go with the Browns here. I think that's just a tough game on the road. We'll give it to the Browns. Chargers, Seahawks will go Chargers. Chargers, Falcons will go Chargers again. We'll give the 49ers the win off the bye in San Francisco. We'll just give them that win. Then they play the Cardinals. That's going to be a tough game. I'll give it to the Cardinals there. Raiders, we will give that to the Raiders because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of splits when it comes to these divisional games, and I just think that's the safe thing to do. Dolphins, Chargers will go Chargers. Titans, Chargers is going to be a tough game here. We'll go Chargers. Chargers, Colts, we'll go Colts. And again, I'm favoring the home teams because you have that home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should favor the home field, but maybe not as drastically as I am. Rams, Chargers, we will go with the Chargers. And also, okay, so we have a 10-7 record here for the Chargers. They take the first place spot in that division. As of right now, we'll have to see what the Raiders do. But these games are not locks. Like, let's say, because the schedules are going to start filling out. Like, let's say I do this division last. You can't even see it, but like this Eagles division, NFC East. Let's say I do that last, right? There's already going to be a lot of games filled out. And let's say that somehow the Giants are 0-15 according to the other games. I might change a couple of them. So none of these games are set in stone, but this is what we have to start the video. Chargers 10-7, Chiefs 9-8, Broncos 9-8. All right, now on to the last team in this division. We got the Las Vegas Raiders. Starting out here, week 1, we have them losing to the Chargers. We already did that game. Week 2 versus the Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins will not be in this game. And I do think that plays a factor. I mean, obviously, when you don't have DeAndre Hopkins, it's going to play a factor. But we're going to give that one to the Raiders. Then they play the Titans. We'll give that to the Titans. We skip through a couple games here, which we already did. Raiders off the bye versus the Texans. You got to win that game versus the Texans, especially if you want to make the playoffs. You just got to win that game. Then they play the Saints. We'll give them a road win there. Then they play the Jags. These are some good road games. Like, when you're playing on the road, you don't want to play a Super Bowl contender. And the Raiders are not drawing those teams on the road games. So we'll give them another road win there against the Jaguars. Although they'll probably lose one of those. Like, I don't know which one. They'll probably lose one. So low-key, I should probably switch one of those, but I won't. Raiders, Colts. We'll give them a loss right there to the Colts. And then we have Seahawks, like, off the bye. I'm still going to go Raiders, though. Then we have Rams, Raiders, Patriots, Raiders. We'll go Raiders. Raiders, Steelers, my Steelers. First Steelers game of the entire video somehow. And Steelers are home. We will go with a Steelers win. Maybe I'm biased. We'll have to find out by the end of the video. Raiders, 49ers. We will go with... Ooh, this is tough. Raiders. I might end up changing that. But we have the Raiders at 10-7, finishing better than the Chiefs and Broncos. I like this Raiders team a lot. Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs. They added Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Waller. The offense is insane. The line worries me a little bit. The defense, they have some really good pieces. Max Crosby, Perriman, but there's a bunch of holes. So we'll have to see how they play. But I have the Raiders 10-7. All right, moving on to the AFC South. We're starting off with the Indianapolis Colts, who are already 4-0 based on the games we picked. I don't know if that's going to be true because going up against the toughest division in the AFC, arguably, maybe the AFC North is better, but going 4-0 against that's probably not going to happen. But we're going to keep it for now. Then they play the Texans week 1. We'll give them that one. They're 5-0. We're going to have to give them some losses. They have another road game against the Jags. We're going to give them that one too. The Colts added Matt Ryan. This is a solid team. This is a solid team all around. They got a solid line. The defense is solid. Darius Leonard. We'll give the Titans the win though, because let's be honest, the Colts, they're not going to go undefeated. They're not. So we'll give the Titans the win there. They play the Jaguars. Give them that win. Honestly, we'll give the Titans both wins. Titans off a bye at home. They're probably going to win that one. If we're going to switch any of them, it would be this one, which we could switch. I could see the Colts starting 5-0. We could switch that, but, you know, yeah, we'll keep the Titans going 2-0 against the Colts here. And then, actually, the Colts, I think I said those were divisional games against the Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, and Broncos. That's not. I don't know if I said that, but it's not. Moving on, we have the the Commanders, okay? Week 8, we will give that game to the Colts. And again, some of these I might change if I really misrank or mispredict the team. I might change them later. Then we have the Patriots. We'll give the Patriots a win there. Eagles versus Colts. Colts are home. It's a close one. I'm going to favor the home field advantage again, though. Steelers, Colts. I'll go Colts, even though I'm a Steelers fan. Cowboys, Colts, we'll go Cowboys. Vikings, Colts, we'll go Vikings. To finish off the schedule here, we have Giants, Colts. And I'm going to go Colts. And then Texans, Colts. I have the Colts at 12-5. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, they're not in the best division, so they're going to have some easier games, but all right, 12-5 Colts. I didn't really expect that coming into this video, but that's where we have them. All right, moving on, we have the Tennessee Titans, who are starting out 5-1 based on the games that we already predicted. We're going to have the Giants in week 1. We'll give the Titans that one. Then we have Bills. We'll give the Bills that one. Commanders, screw it. We'll give them that game because, again, there's going to be some games where they're not the favorite, but they're going to win. So that might be one of them. We'll predict that. We'll go with the Commanders there. And then we have the Texans. You know, Texans, they're a random team that just randomly will upset people, and we're going to pick it right here. We're going to pick an upset here. Home game for the Texans. We'll go with it. We'll go with it there. Packers versus Titans. We'll go Packers here, home. Again, kind of favoring that a little bit. Bengals versus Titans. I'm going to go Bengals. Titans, Eagles. Damn, the Titans are kind of falling apart here. We'll go Titans here. Maybe they're going to finish strong, though. Titans, Texans, we'll go Titans. Cowboys, Titans. I'll go Titans again. Titans, Jags, we'll go Titans. So, Titans at 10-7. I actually have the Colts winning the division. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll go in later and change it. But again, this is just my game-by-game predictions. And then, you know, we'll see what the records turn out to be. We'll see what the seeding is at the end. All right, now we have the Houston Texans, who are starting off 1-7 based on our previous predictions. They're not a really good team. I don't think they're awful. Like, I don't think they're the worst in the league. I don't know who I would think is the worst in the league, but I don't think it's them. I think Davis Mills is not awful. He's not great, but he's not awful. We'll give the Bears the win. Texans, Jaguars. We'll give the Jaguars the win there. Texans, Eagles. Ooh. We'll go Texans, even though I like the Eagles this year, but we'll go Texans. You know, the Texans are going to win a couple football games. Then they versus the Giants off the bye. We'll give Giants the home one off the bye. Texans, Commanders, we'll go Commanders. Dolphins off the bye at home. These games are going to be very, very tough to win. Coming off a bye at home, they're just probably not going to win many of those games, if any of them. Then they versus the Browns. Browns on the road are going to get the win. Cowboys at home going to get the win. And then we'll give them the win here against the Jaguars. We have 3-14 for the Texans. Is that a little too aggressive with them sucking? Maybe. You know, maybe they get 5 wins. I don't know, but I don't think this is a playoff team. I don't really think anyone thinks it's a playoff team. I have them at 3-14. All right, now for the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is a young team. I think Trevor Lawrence develops a little bit more. I think he has a better year this year. They add Christian Kirk. Etienne, he's going to play. They get Trayvon Walker in there with Josh Allen. I think the defense isn't terrible. It's not the best, but it's not awful. Offense, I think, takes a step forward. So we'll see where we have them. We'll give the Commanders a week 1 win here. Eagles, we'll give them the win. Again, a lot of these games are already decided because we already went through a lot of the AFC's games. Giants, Jaguars, we'll give the Jaguars the win there. Jaguars off the bye versus the Ravens. Are they that good yet? No, we'll give the Ravens that win. Lions versus Jaguars, we'll give the Lions that win. Jaguars, Cowboys, they actually have kind of a tough schedule here. We'll give the Cowboys that win. Jets, Jags, we'll go Jaguars. 4-13 for the Jaguars. I honestly think they're going to finish a little bit better, so I might change some of these. Let me real quick change. Actually, I'm going to go week 1. Jaguars win. No. This is tough. Yeah, we'll go week 1 Jaguars win. 5-12. We'll go 5-12 for the Jags. All right, 2 divisions down onto the AFC East. Again, recapping, we have the Colts at 12-5, best team out of all of them. Chargers in the mix, Raiders in the mix, Titans also in there. Texans, Jaguars did awful. Chiefs, Broncos, solid seasons, but it's not looking like they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, there's a chance, I think. but as of right now, they're not in there. But we got the Patriots here, which Patriots, they don't have the best players, but they have some of the best coaching, if not the best coaching in the league. So they're going to get some wins just based off that. We're going to give them a week 1 loss, though, to the Dolphins. Week 2 loss to the Steelers. Again, the Patriots, if they're playing a team that's solid, they could lose that. They're not a powerhouse type of team, but they will win some sneaky games like the Ravens here. I think they'll win this one. Again, it's at home. Are the Patriots going to start off 0-3? Probably not. Packers, we'll give the Packers that one. We'll give them the win against the Lions. Versus the Browns, though, again, we're going to have to see who's the quarterback for the Browns. The Browns are going to be a weird team to predict, but I do think the Browns are a very good team all around. We'll give the Browns that win. Versus the Bears, we'll give them that win. We'll give them the road win against the Jets here. Then we have them beating the Colts. Off the bye, we have them playing the Jets, which I think they're going to win that game off the bye at home. Then they play the Vikings, which we'll give that one to... This is a close game. We will go with the Vikings, though. Then we have Patriots, Bills. We'll go Bills on the road win. Cardinals, Patriots. We'll go Cardinals off the bye. Patriots, Bengals. We'll go with a little, this is probably an upset. I don't know. We'll have to see how it is, like where we're at week 16. But as of right now, I'd say the Bengals might be favored in this game, even though they're on the road. We'll go with the Patriots in that one, though. Patriots, Dolphins, will go Patriots. And then Bengals, Patriots to end the season. I mean, not Bengals, Bills, Patriots. Maybe the Bills are benching their players at this point if they have such a good year. We'll have to see. But I'm going to go with the Bills here. So the Patriots, we have them at 8-9. 8-9 record here. So let's hop into the Bills. All right, so now we have the Buffalo Bills who are looking to get some revenge after what happened last year, going into LA to start the season on Thursday. I think this actually might be the first game of the season, September 8th, 8/20, might be. We'll go with the Bills with the upset. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be an upset. We'll have to see what like the spread is and what people think is actually going to happen, but the Rams are home. So we're going to go with the Bills, though, even though it's an away game for them. I think the Bills are going to have a really good year. This is a very good team. They added Von Miller, and I mean, we know the Bills are solid. Then they play the Dolphins. I might give the Dolphins this win right here. I might. Should I do it? I'm going to do it. We'll give the Dolphins the win. Then we'll go Bills over Ravens. Bills over my Steelers. We have them losing to the Chiefs here. Bills off the bye versus the Packers. We're going to go Bills. Then we have Jets. We're going to go Bills. Bills, Vikings, Bills at home. I'm going to go Vikings here. On an away game, I'm going to just be different. Bills, Browns, we'll go Bills. Bills, Lions, we'll go Bills. Jets versus Bills, Bills. And then they get the win here against the Dolphins. We had them losing week 3 versus the Dolphins. Bills versus Bears, they're going to win that one. Bills, Bengals, week 17. This is going to be a very good game, and it's probably going to decide some seeding. So I'm going to go with the... this is tough. This is a tough one right here. I'm going to go with the Bengals, though. We'll go with the Bengals. Bills, 13-4 record. Very good. They're the 1 seed in the AFC as of right now. We'll have to see if they can keep that spot. All right, so now we have one of the toughest teams to rank, the toughest teams to predict, one of the most debatable teams in the entire NFL. Do you have them getting 5 wins? Do you have them going 500? Maybe you even have them as like a lock for the playoffs if you really believe in them. They added Tyreek Hill. They got Jalen Waddle. Tua's going to take a step forward. It's a young team, and I don't know. I feel like it's a very debatable team depending on where you stand on them. I'm not too high on them. We'll have to see. Maybe they make a trade. Maybe they sign somebody still. But as of right now where they stand, I'm not too high on them. We'll go Bengals here. Then they versus the Jets. I don't know. Jets are home. Maybe this is one of those games where they just lose. Should I do it? No. We'll go Dolphins in that one. Then they play the Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings here. Steelers, Dolphins. I believe in my Steelers on the road. I don't think the Dolphins are that good of a team. We'll go Steelers. Dolphins, Lions. We'll go Dolphins. I don't want to, they have a lot of games that could go either way. They're probably gonna lose either one of these. Jets, Lions, Bears, something like that. I don't know. We'll give the Bears a win here. Even though I'm not that high on the Bears, we'll go Bears. Dolphins, Browns. Browns off the bye, away game. Man, this is a tough one. I'm going to go Browns, though. 49ers, Dolphins. We'll go 49ers. Packers, Dolphins. Man. I'm going Packers. This is a 1 p.m. Oh, this is a Christmas game. That's a Christmas game? Yeah, I'm going Packers. And then we finish it off, Dolphins, Jets. I have the Dolphins going 6-11. How do I feel about that? I don't know. I could be wrong on them. Maybe give them 7 wins, but I feel like I'm kind of in the ballpark. We'll keep it. This, I don't know, bro. Let me know what you guys think about the Dolphins if you're still watching the video. I don't know how I feel about this. 6-11 for the Dolphins. I might end up changing that. We'll see. But as of right now, we got them 6-11. Now on to the Jets, who I have at 0-8 already. That is crazy, but 0-8 Jets. All right, so we have the Jets. They added Garrett Wilson, the receiver. They added Ahmad Gardner, but let's be honest. Can one player, unless it's a quarterback, I mean, even then it's kind of tough. Can one player in an NFL team really change a lot? Like, it's going to be tough. Like, I know they added some solid pieces, but I just don't think it's the year. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to develop a little bit more. The NFL is a different beast than college, although they dominated in college. I'm sure they're going to be good in the NFL, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be tough for two players to turn the complete trajectory of a franchise around just like that in one season just by drafting them. You know, they're rookies. Do I think it makes a difference? Sure, maybe a little bit, but the Jets still suck. And, like, where am I going to have them winning a game? Oh, wait, no. Not there. And not there either. They play the AFC North to start the season. Do you guys see this? Like, just straight AFC North. Packers, they have a tough schedule. They play the Broncos, Patriots, Bills. Patriots again. Bears, they could win this one. Are they going to, though? We'll give it to them. Because, like, I just don't know if I could predict the team to go 0-17. Like, that's just crazy. They play the Vikings here. Jets, Lions. Jets are home. It's a 1 p.m. game, week before Christmas. And I'll go with, they have another game like 4 days after against the Jaguars. But Jets, we'll go with, honestly, no, I'll go Jets here and then Seahawks there. So we have the Jets at 2-15. 2-15. They are very bad, and they are probably the worst team in the league. All right, now on to the AFC North, the last division here in the AFC. Let me know if you guys are still watching. Which division do you think is tougher? The AFC North up here with the Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens, or the AFC West with the Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos? Because these are very tough divisions, and I have no clue how this division is going to break down right here once I go through every single game. No clue. I don't know who's going to finish first. I don't know who's going to finish last. I am a Steelers fan too. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, but I do like the Steelers. I like pretty much all the teams in this division when it comes to like their roster and like their potential. I think every team has a chance to make the playoffs for sure. The Bengals just went to the Super Bowl. They're a very young team, just went there, and I don't think they signed a lot of people. I don't think they made a lot of changes, and I think there's a saying like, if you didn't get better, you got worse. I think that's a saying. And so did they get worse? Probably, because do I think they're going back to the Super Bowl? Probably not. This is a very tough AFC, and it's going to be very tough for them to return back to the Super Bowl. So they probably did get worse, technically speaking. Week 1, Bengals, Steelers. We're going to go with the Bengals here. I'm not going to be biased. Cowboys, Bengals. We'll have the Cowboys win that one at home. Then we have them winning against the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Ravens. We'll go Ravens with the win at home. Saints. I don't really like the Saints this year at all. I think they're going to be very bad, and we're going to give the Bengals that win. Oh, wait, that's the wrong team. We're going to give the Bengals that win. Bengals, Falcons, we'll go Bengals, Browns, Bengals. Again, we don't know who's playing quarterback. Is it going to be Baker? Is it going to be Deshaun? Regardless, that team is very good. We'll go Browns. You know, they added a marquee, but we'll talk more about them once we get to the Browns. But Bengals, Panthers, we will go Bengals here. Bengals, Steelers, we'll go Steelers with the win. Even though it's going to be a tough game. Bengals off the bye in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Bengals are the win here. Bucks, Bengals, we'll go Bucks, and then Bucks, Ravens to finish out the season. We'll go with the split because we already have the Ravens beating them. Bengals finishing 11-6. All right, now on to the Cleveland Browns, who got Deshaun Watson, but again, they're still going to have to figure out if he can play. If you're watching this later on, like at this point of the year, we don't know completely if he's going to be able to play. They add Amari Cooper. This defense is really good. Regardless, they're probably going to be good whether they have Baker or Watson. Obviously, I'd say Watson's way better than Baker, but Baker, you know, they'll still be solid with him. We start here with the Panthers, and we'll give it to the Browns. That might be one that I might switch, but actually no, we'll go Browns. Browns, Steelers. I'll go Browns here because they're home. Falcons, Browns. Oh my God, bro. Screw it. We're going to throw a loss in here, whether I believe it or not. We're going to throw in one of those random losses to the Falcons, because if I didn't, the Browns would be starting, what is this? Like 6-0. And that's possible, but it's unlikely. So we'll throw in a Falcons win there, even though I don't like the Falcons that much. Then we have a Ravens win here at home. We skip through here. Bucks off the bye. Ooh, yeah, screw it. We're going to go Bucks off the bye there to beat the Browns. Then to finish off the season here, we have Browns beating the Ravens, Browns beating the Saints. Commanders, Browns. We'll go Browns, Steelers. Browns to finish the season. We'll go Steelers with the win here at home. That is not biased because, like I said, I'm going to split a lot of divisional games. We have Browns 11-6. just below the Bengals according to the tiebreaker. I don't even know what the tiebreaker would be, but somehow they're lower than the Bengals. 11-6 for both of these teams. Now we got to do the Steelers and Ravens. All right, here we go. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is my team if you guys didn't know. And I feel like there's just a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers haters out there. So really quick, I want to ask you guys a question. Is Big Ben a quote-unquote shitter? Was he good last year? Answer that question. Answer that question. Okay, so you got your answer. You probably said that he's shitty, right? They made the playoffs. They made the playoffs with Big Ben. So now they go out and get Mitch Trubisky, who's not insane, but he's probably better than a, what was it, like 38-year-old, 39-year-old Big Ben, right? Maybe even in his 40s. I don't even know his exact age. But they got him. If he somehow loses the job, you got Kenny Pickett, who I kind of believe in. But you go out, you fix the line a little bit. You pick George Pickens, third receiver. You get Miles Jack, Levi Wallace, make some additions on defense. I think this team just got better, and they made the playoffs last year, so I don't want to hear something about the Steelers. If you think that, that's you. Screw it, you can comment it, but I'm not being biased is what I'm about to say with my picks here, because I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to have the Steelers doing, but I'm just saying I really believe in them, and that's not just me being a fan. I think it makes sense that they're going to be solid and possibly very good this year. The defense is the same. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Minka. I don't got to really talk about it. We know the Steelers defense is like that. Deontay Johnson's going to have a really good year. We have a home game here versus the Bucs. I'm going to go Steelers. And then we have Eagles off the bye. It's a tough one. Got A.J. Brown now. Screw it. We'll go with the Eagles. Like I said, I'm not being biased. Off the bye, home game. Going to be a tough game to win. Even though I think the Steelers could definitely win that. But we'll give it to the Eagles. Steelers off the bye at home. They got to win that game versus the Saints. Got to win that. Going into Atlanta, I think they win that. Home against the Ravens, I think they win that. Into Carolina, I think they win that. Beating the Raiders, we already did that game. And then we'll have them losing here to the Ravens, another 11-6 team in the AFC North. And somehow, I don't know how the tiebreaker is exactly working, but we have the Steelers at, oh, okay, I see. Is this the tiebreaker right here? Common opponents? I think that might be it. And we have the Steelers 8-2 against the common opponents. Steelers first in the division, Bengals second, Browns in third. Now we have the Ravens, so let's see where the Ravens finish. All right, the Baltimore Ravens are a very weird team right now. Their three receivers are Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, and I think their third is like some guy named Prochet or something like that. Not good receivers. Lamar Jackson, we know he's a running quarterback, but he can still throw. But who is he throwing to? I mean, they got Mark Andrews too. I forgot to mention that. But this defense is a good defense. Very good defense, actually, but the offense is a question mark to me. I mean, we know they'll be solid. I don't think they're going to come out here and score 7 points per game on average, but it still is a little confusing to me what they're doing with this offense. They've got to sign somebody, right? There's no way they go out there with Bateman and Duvernay and these guys as their receivers. It just doesn't make much sense to me. If they're a team that thinks they can go and make a Super Bowl run, they got to go out and sign somebody, right? But Ravens, Giants, we will give this to the... Should I? You know what? I'm going to go Giants here. I think the Ravens will be the worst team in the AFC North, low-key. Now that I'm looking at it, we'll go Bucks here. We'll have them beating the Saints off the bye versus Carolina. We'll give them that game. We have them losing to Jacksonville. Or no, we have them beating Jacksonville, even though it's a home game, off the bye for Jacksonville. And we only have one game left, it looks like, versus the Falcons. So we'll give the Ravens that game. We have them finishing 9-8. Ravens, worst team in the AFC North. Let me know what you guys think about that. Who is the best team in the AFC North? Who is the worst team? But we have now finished the AFC. So taking a quick look at it real quick before we hop into the NFC. Bills, 1 seed. Colts, 2 seed. Steelers, 3 seed. Chargers, 4. Bengals, 5. Browns, 6. Titans, 7. Only one team made it from the AFC West, which is crazy. But it's just such a good division that they split a lot of games. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I think at least 2 teams make it from the AFC West, realistically. But the way that this prediction broke down, I only have 1 team, and again, no, I don't agree with that, but that's just how it broke down. So we got 3 from the AFC North, 2 from this division actually, and then we got the Bills. So that's what we got. Again, we'll do the playoffs at the end, but let's hop into the NFC. I'm gonna try to go quicker because I think this video is taking kind of long. All right, so I decided to start the NFC off in the NFC East. We have the Dallas Cowboys, week 1 versus the Bucs. This is a night game to start it off. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys, Bucs. This is going to be a very good game. Cowboys are home. I think the Bucs win this one, though. Tom Brady. I know it's a road game. Does it really matter? I don't know. But, I mean, the Cowboys could win that easily. I think the Cowboys are going to do very good this year. They're going to beat the Giants there. I think where is it? I just think, even though it's week 12, I'm just going to do it already. I think the Cowboys probably beat the Giants both times, even though usually I say split, but I think the Cowboys are pretty good. Commanders here. We'll give the Cowboys the win. Rams, we'll give them the win. Screw it. We'll give the Eagles the win because it's their home game against the Cowboys. We'll go Eagles there. Cowboys over the Lions. Cowboys over the Bears. We'll give the Packers the win here. We'll give the Vikings the win here over the Cowboys. It's a home game. And then we have Cowboys beating the Eagles. And we'll go Cowboys over Commanders, even though we already have them beating them once. We'll have them beating them twice. Cowboys 11-6 record here to start the NFC. All right, now for the Philadelphia Eagles, who I can kind of compare them to the Miami Dolphins from the AFC. They're kind of a debatable team. Some people are really high on them, some not so much. So let me know where you guys stand on the Eagles. They got A.J. Brown. They made some additions on defense. It's a solid team, but I think it all comes down to one player. You guys probably know who that player is. Jalen Hurts. Can he take a step forward? He was a little like volatile last year, kind of careless with the ball. I mean, that's the type of player he is. He's a risky type player, but I think it really comes down to him. Can he take a big step forward? We'll have to see. Eagles versus Lions. Lions are home. Do I think the Lions start off with a win with all of these new young players? All that? I think I do. I'm gonna go with the Lions winning week 1, even though probably won't happen. I don't know. Who knows? Eagles, Vikings. We'll go Eagles with the win there. Commanders. We'll go Commanders. Eagles, Cardinals. We'll go Cardinals. Kind of a tough schedule here. I was thinking I was gonna give the Eagles a lot of wins here, but I don't know. I don't know now. Eagles, Commanders. We'll go Eagles. Eagles, Packers. I'm going to go Packers on the road. I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I think he's phenomenal. But honestly, I might switch that. Home game for the Eagles. You know what? We'll switch it. I think the Packers will do very good, but that might be one of them where they might be favorited, but they still lose to the Eagles. I'd say probably like a 3.5 spread, 2.5. Packers favored, but because even though the Eagles are home. Eagles, Giants. We'll go with the Giants because the Giants are home. Bears, Eagles. Bears off the bye. Ooh, that's a tough one. Man, I'm going to go Bears just because it's home. That's going to be a close game for sure. I think very 24-21 type game. And then we'll have the Eagles finishing off with 2 wins here to finish the season. 9-8 for the Eagles. Currently 6th in the NFC. Will they keep that playoff spot? We'll have to see as I continue to predict the NFC. All right, now for the Washington Commanders, another debatable team. I like their defense a lot. Their offense has some question marks. Antonio Gibson didn't have the best year. Terry McLaurin, he's a beast. They got a quarterback. They got Carson Wentz. Is he amazing? No. Is he solid? Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens there. But honestly, I'm going to go with the Lions going 2-0 to start the season. I know we just picked them to win week 1 against the Eagles. Screw it. We're going 2-0 for the Lions. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but we're doing that. Next up, we have week 6 versus the Bears. And we will give the Commanders the win there, even though it's on the road. Packers, we'll go Packers. Then we have Vikings, Commanders. I usually favor the Vikings a little too much, so I'm going to go Commanders because, yeah, I have the Vikings 6-1 already. 6-2 now, but, yeah, we'll go Commanders on a home game there. Commanders, Falcons, we'll go Commanders. Giants, Commanders, we'll go Giants. And then we have Commanders off the bye at home versus the Giants. We'll give them the win there, 49ers. And then we have the rest of the games completed. So 7-10 for the Washington Commanders, 3rd place in the NFC East as of right now. All right, now we got the New York Giants. And I personally know a lot of Giants fans. I already know there's going to be a lot of Giants fans watching this video. So maybe you even skip to this part of the video, but we got the Giants. I really like what they did in the draft. They got Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau, 2 Pro Bowl caliber players. I know that might be crazy to say, but I just think they are. Like, I think they'll make the Pro Bowl at some point in their career. Maybe not right now, first season. One of them probably will, honestly, though. Probably, if I had to pick, I'd probably say Evan Neal. But that's beside the point. I think the Giants, I think they take a step forward this year. I think this is the year that they finally get over that hump of being terrible. And I think they could be solid this year. I'm not a hater of Daniel Jones. They still got Saquon. Can he be healthy? We don't know. But I don't think the Giants are awful. We'll give them a win here against the Panthers. We'll give them a win against the Bears. Packers are going to beat them, though. Then we have Seahawks, Giants. I'll go Seahawks with the win. Seahawks are bad. Seahawks are very bad. No, I'm going to go Giants with the win there. That might be risky. We have them at 7-8 right now. 2 games left. Giants, Lions. We'll go Giants. Vikings, Giants. We'll go Vikings. Giants finishing 8-9. Not bad. Not bad. I'm probably a little high on them. You know, they'll probably get 7 wins, something like that. Maybe not, though. I don't know. 8-9. That's what I have the Giants doing. All right, now for one of the weirdest divisions in football, because you got the Bucs, who are a good, very good team, and then you got the Falcons, Saints, and Panthers, which I mean, one of those three will probably get around 8 wins, 9 wins. Maybe one of them shocks us, but I'm just not too high on those 3 other teams. So we got the Bucs, who I expect to just dominate this division. You know, Tom Brady retired, then he unretired, he's back. He couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? We'll go with the Bucs beating the Saints here. Bucs Packers. I'm only gonna give the Bucs the win because they're at home here. If the Packers were home, I give the Packers the win, but we'll go home field advantage there. Bucs beating the Falcons, Panthers. But you know what? I'm gonna throw in a random loss here because the Bucs kind of struggled a little bit last year in regular season games. They'd go down early, then they'd have to pull off a comeback, or they just lose randomly. I think they lost to like the Saints, they lost to the Saints. I think they had a close game with the Panthers. Maybe they even lost to the Panthers. I don't remember, but they're not that dominant in the regular season. That, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like LeBron. LeBron turns it on in the postseason. I think that's kind of Tom Brady. Obviously, he's gonna try in the regular season. I probably sound dumb right now. I'm gonna go Bucs again. Damn, the Bucs are just they're gonna dominate. They just don't have the toughest schedule. Seahawks will give them a win there. Another Saints. We're gonna go Bucs. 49ers. Here we go. 49ers could beat the Bucs. Cardinals. They could beat the Bucs, and it's a home game for the Cardinals. We'll go Cardinals. Win against the Panthers, and then Falcons, Bucs to finish the season. Bucs might be benching their players. We'll go Bucs though. 13-4 record for the Bucs. All right, now for the Carolina Panthers. And real quick before we hop into this, look at this over here on the right. I have the Panthers already at 1-7, Falcons at 1-7, and Saints at 0-8. That is crazy. That is crazy. But we have the Panthers, and I feel bad for Christian McCaffrey. I feel bad for DJ Moore because this team's not good, and they have Sam Darnold as their quarterback. They have Matt Corral behind him. I think he should play this year, at least, second half of the year. Sam Darnold is not good. He is terrible. Remember me saying this. He is terrible. Sam Darnold is terrible. But we have them playing the Saints. We'll give them that one because it's home. We'll probably end up splitting that. And they have Cardinals. We'll give the Cardinals that win. 49ers. We'll give them that. Rams. We'll give them that. Falcons. We'll give the Falcons the win. Panthers. Falcons. We'll go Panthers. Seahawks, Panthers, we'll go Seahawks. Actually, no, off the bye, we'll go Panthers. Then we have Panthers, Lions. Oh, man, I honestly might go Lions here, even though it's an away game. I'm going Lions. And then we have Saints, Panthers, we'll go Saints. Panthers finishing 4-13. I don't think they're going to have the best year. All right, now for the Atlanta Falcons. This is a very weird team. They go out and get Marcus Mariota. He's going to be the quarterback. They got Cordero Patterson in there. Drake London's their #1 receiver. You got Kyle Pitts, who's really good, but just a very weirdly constructed team, young team. Just they went out and got Mariota, like I said. It's just a little weird to me. The defense is not awful, but the offense is just odd to me. It just is weird. So real quick, we'll fly through this. Falcons would have won week 1. Rams. We'll give the Seahawks a win here in week 3. And then we have Falcons, 49ers. We'll go 49ers. Falcons, Bears. Oh, man. We'll go with the Falcons win here against the Bears. Saints off the bye at home. Falcons also off the bye. But we will go with the Saints. And then Falcons, Cardinals, we'll go with the Cardinals. Falcons, 4-13 record. I just don't know how I feel about them. Do I think they're going to make the playoffs? No. They could be a team that end up surprising me, but it's just a very odd team to me, and I have them at 4-13. All right, we have the Saints that are 2-10, and I honestly think that I might have mispredicted the Saints. I don't think they're that bad. So honestly, real quick, is there any games that I could switch? I could switch this Panthers one, which I am going to do. I'm going to switch that to the Saints. And is there any other Bengals? These are kind of tough. Nah, we'll keep it like that, but Saints are not awful. We'll go Saints with the win there. Saints with the win here. Cardinals with the win. Saints, Rams will go Rams, 49ers. And that will do it. 5-12 for the Saints, but I don't know, bro. They're not awful. They got Jameis Winston, who is okay. Kamara, Michael Thomas. They get Jarvis Landry. Chris Olave's in there now. Their defense is not awful. You know what? I don't want to switch games, but where's the Ravens game? I'm switching this, bro. Ravens are going 8-9 now. I'm switching that one. Saints, 6-11. I even think they can do better than that, but I just don't know where to give them wins. I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll keep it at 6-11, but this is a team that I feel like I could be a little low on according to the predictions. I think they could finish a little higher. All right, now for the Arizona Cardinals, which I have 9-1. According to the other games, the other teams' games, I had them winning 9 of them and only losing 1, which is to the Raiders. So, yeah, the Cardinals are good. Are they that good? I mean, I don't know. We'll see how the record ends up finishing out here. But DeAndre Hopkins is suspended for, I think the first 8 games of the season. They got Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. I don't know if they knew Hopkins would be suspended because I'm pretty sure that happens after, but now it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But we'll go with a Cardinals win here over the Rams. And then we have Seahawks, Cardinals. We'll go Cardinals again. Vikings off the bye at home. We'll go Vikings. Cardinals with a... you know what? I'm going to switch. No. Yeah, I'm going to switch to a Seahawks win here in week 6. But I think they do beat the Seahawks here in week 9. Rams getting the win there. Cardinals, 49ers. We'll go Cardinals. And then 49ers winning down here. So we have Cardinals at 12-5. I was not really expecting that. I thought I was a little lower on them, but when it comes down to predicting each game of the season, I have them at 12-5. All right, now we have the San Francisco 49ers. Trey Lance finally getting his shot this year. We'll see what he can do. Deebo Samuel, though, I think it's still up in the air. Like, he wants out, pretty sure, unless they solved that and didn't say anything, but I'm pretty sure Deebo Samuel wants out, and we don't know what is happening with that at this point in time. So, again, these are the very early predictions. So, come closer to the season, we'll know what's happening with that. And I just don't know. It's a weird situation right now. But we will go with, honestly, no, we'll go 49ers with the win. I don't think the Bears are that good. 49ers Seahawks, we'll go 49ers with the home win. 49ers Rams, we'll give it, because we'll split it. You know what I'm saying? They'll win this one and the Rams will win this one. And I mean, the season's already over at this point. 11-5, we have one game left versus the Seahawks. This is a important game. And we'll go with 49ers. Screw it. 49ers, 12 and... No. I'm going... No. You know what? This is a tough one. I don't know if the 49ers are going 12-5. Trey Lance's first year. We don't know what's going to happen with Deebo. I want to switch one of these. I'm going to switch the Dolphins. I'm going to switch on the Dolphins one. Okay, Dolphins go to 7-10. And the 49ers are 11-6. All right, now we have the Los Angeles Rams, who are already 8-6. I might change that because I think the Rams are going to have a very good year. It's not the same team. You know, they lose Von Miller, but they go out and get Bobby Wagner. So you got Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald on defense. That is insane. That is arguably the best linebacker, D lineman, and D back all on the same team. Arguably, like, I'm not saying they are the best, but it's debatable. And then you got Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, who's the Allen Robinson. They went out and got Allen Robinson. It's a solid team. And so where's the first game here? We have Rams, Seahawks. We go Rams. Packers off the bye against the Rams. We got to go Packers there. And then we'll go with the Rams win here. 10-7. I want to change this up a little bit because I think I'm a little wrong on them. Even though this is a tough schedule. We'll give the... hold on. Let me see. All right, so what I'm actually going to do here is to start the season, I'm going to give the Rams the home win against the Bills. I think that's very, a very winnable game. They might even be favored in that game. They probably will be. Yeah, they will be favored in that game. So we're going to switch that one. And then the other one I'm going to switch is going to be this one, week 3, against the Cardinals. So Rams 12-5. Cardinals fall down a little bit, 11-6. I could even see the Rams getting 13 wins, but we'll keep them at 12-5 for now. And real quick, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who... not a good team, and we have one game left. They're 3-13, and we're going to give that to the Lions. Seahawks, 3-14 season, and I don't even feel bad about it. I think that's realistic. All right, now for the last division in the league. We are starting off with the Green Bay Packers here, which lost Devontae Adams. So right now, Rodgers' number 1 is Allen Lazard. It's going to be a kind of a weird receiving core. Tonyan should be coming back. We'll go Vikings here, then we'll go Packers, then we will go Packers with a little against the Lions, even though it's an away game. You know what? We'll give the Bears a win because divisional game, they always kind of play it a little close when it comes to that type of rivalry. We'll go with the Bears win there, and then we'll finish off with 2 Packers wins. Packers 12-5, even though they lost Devontae Adams, team looks a little bit weird. All right, now we have the Minnesota Vikings, which are currently 9-4 according to the games that we have already predicted. We have a game versus the Lions here. We'll give them that win. Then we have the Bears here. We'll give the Vikings that win. Down here, we'll give the Lions a win. And then to finish off the season, 11-5. We'll give the Vikings a win. 12-5 season for the Vikings. Pretty good. All right, and to finish off the video, because these are the last 2 teams, we have the Lions games versus the Bears. So we'll go 2 home wins, Bears winning and the Lions winning. Lions 7-10, Bears 5-12. All right, so now that all the games are done, we can see the NFC seeding. We have the Bucs as the 1 seed, Packers at 2, Rams at 3, Cowboys at 4, Vikings 5, 49ers 6, and Cardinals 7. So I think actually looking at it compared to last year's playoffs, I'm pretty sure the things that are different are Eagles are out. I'm pretty sure they were in the playoffs. And then the Vikings are in. I don't think they were in the playoffs. And over here, we have some differences. I think the Raiders were in, Chiefs were in. I don't know, not too many new teams in the playoffs, but if I go up here, how do I get to the playoffs? Can I go here, wild card round? Okay, here we go. All right, let's predict the playoffs. So since we are so far out, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I'll make another video once we get closer and spend more time, go more in depth. We don't even know the full teams. Teams might sign people, some stuff might happen. But to decide the AFC real quick, Bengals just in the Super Bowl. I think the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I just like them a little bit more. And you guys can see I have them as a 4 seed, Bengals at 5. I'm going Chargers to move on here. You guys can call me crazy, even though the Bengals were just in the Super Bowl. I know, don't have recency bias. Like, a lot of the time going into the next season, people love predicting the same teams that were just there to go back right there because they just saw them go back there. But I don't know. I just think the Chargers, I'm going to have a good year. They are a very well-rounded team, and I think they will have a good year. Now, the Browns, we're going to have to see how Deshaun Watson plays, if he even does play. We're not sure yet. But the Steelers, Mitch Trubisky, can he get the job done? Maybe even Kenny Pickett's playing. I'm not sure. We're so far out. This is literally going to be like 9-10 months in the future, or probably 9 months. But Steelers, Browns, Steelers are going to be home with the 3 seed, and I will be moving on the Steelers, which I really like a lot this year. We're just going to have to see what Mitch can do. Moving on to the last game here, we have Titans and Colts. Do we have our first upset here? It's going to be in Indianapolis. Is it time for the Colts to finally make a deep playoff run? I'm going to say, this is tough. This is a very tough one. I need more time to think about it. All right, so at first, I was going to do Titans, but then I needed some more time to think about it, and I'm going to stick with the Colts. I mean, it kind of makes sense. According to my rankings, I had them as a 2 seed and the Titans as a 7, and it's going to be a home game for the Colts, and I think it's 2 evenly matched teams. I'm going to go with the Colts, though. Moving on to the NFC, first game. Vikings 5 seed versus the Cowboys 4 seed, and this is going to be in Dallas. All right, so I think the Vikings could be that team like the Bengals from last year that kind of just go out and shock some people. Again, I have not really seen a lot of other people's predictions, expert projections, stuff like that. I haven't really looked into that. I'm just going based off of what I think. What I'm saying? I didn't research, okay, what our teams win totally. I didn't really look at that. Maybe I should have, but I don't really care that much. And the only reason that I'm going to pick the Cowboys is because I think the Vikings line is not that good, their offensive line. And the Bengals offensive line wasn't that good either, but Cowboys with Parsons, and I don't know. It's going to be a tough one if this does happen as of right now, as I see it. Maybe some injuries will happen and things will change, but as of right now, I will stick with the Cowboys. Moving on to 49ers and Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams, especially as of right now. We're going to play it safe. We don't know what's going to happen with Debo. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with Trey Lance, even though I think he'll be solid. Moving on to the Cardinals and Packers. Ooh, this is a tough one. Let me think about this. All right, I could make things interesting and make things like a little bit more fun and go with the Cardinals. And I do think they could win this game, at least as it stands right now. But I'm going to stick with the Packers. And I don't want to be that guy, but I am going to be that guy picking all the favorites. But again, these are my favorites. It makes sense, right? I'm going to favor the teams that I had doing better in the regular season. It just makes sense. Like, if things actually broke down differently and, the Packers were the 7 seed, the Cardinals were the 2 seed, obviously, I like the Packers. Again, things are going to change during the season, but then maybe I'll have an upset. But these are literally my favorites that I picked to be the favorites, so I'm going to put them forward. And yeah, I thought maybe the Titans could win this. I almost gave it to the Cardinals, but this is what we have. Now, moving on to the divisional round. We have Steelers, Colts, Chargers, Bills, Rams, Packers, Cowboys, Bucks. All right, so we're going to start off with the AFC. We have Steelers and Colts, and am I being biased? Maybe. But I do think this is a winnable game. It's going to be a home game for the Colts, but I'm going to go with the Steelers, and I already know that's going to trigger a lot of people. It's not that deep. It is my very early predictions. Am I going to have the Steelers winning the Super Bowl? We'll have to see. Probably not. But again, it's not that deep. Regardless, I think I would have the same team going to the Super Bowl. We have Chargers, Bills. This is probably the team that goes to the Super Bowl. Let's be honest. 2 very evenly matched teams. And what it comes down to is Bills having home field advantage. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a shootout if this does happen. 2 very evenly matched teams. Bills adding Von Miller, Khalil Mack, going to the Chargers. Insane defenses, insane offenses. Probably could be like a 40-40 game, 35-35, very high scoring game. I'm going to go with the Bills, though, because they have home field advantage. That's really what it comes down to. So we're going to have Steelers, Bills in the AFC championship. Moving over to the NFC though. Now, if you guys thought I was going to pick the favorites all the way through, you would be wrong, because Packers, Rams, I think the Rams do go back to the NFC championship against the Packers. I think the Packers, their wide receiver core just kind of worries me. And I think the Rams, they lost a lot of pieces, but I think that they did enough to kind of hang in there and kind of replace those pieces, if that makes sense. So we will go with an upset here, 3 beating a 2 in Green Bay. We're going to go with the Rams. Cowboys, Bucks. Now, the Bucks are a weird 1 seed because Brady is very old. Will he be able to do it again? Probably. He probably will be able to. Will he take a step back? I mean, we've been asking that question for almost a decade now. And will he? We're not sure. Will he get injured? Will someone on this team get injured? We're not sure. And, oh, man, this is a tough one. No, I got to think about it more. All right, so before I thought about it more, I was going with the Cowboys. But now I'm switching to the Bucks because I realized it's the Cowboys. Why am I so high on the Cowboys? And I did this last year, too. I predicted them to go, I don't know if it was to the Super Bowl, but to the NFC Championship. And it's like the Cowboys just always choke. They always fold under pressure. They just never come through as of recently. I'm not talking about the old days, 90s, 80s. I know they were good back then. But recently, Tony Romo and these recent teams. And it's tough because I think they do take a big step forward. They get a lot of young players running into Tom Brady at home. If this team stays healthy, it's going to be tough to beat. So that's what we have. We have Steelers, Bills in the AFC Championship game, and Rams versus Bucks. All right, now I'm going to go pretty quick through this because I already know who I want to pick in these games. AFC, I'm rooting for the Steelers. You know that, but I'm not going to be biased. Are the Steelers going to go to the Super Bowl with Mitch Trubisky as the quarterback? There's a chance, but when you talk about all of these other teams in the AFC with quarterbacks of Josh Allen, you got Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson. It's just going to be tough for the Steelers to make it out with Mitch Trubisky, or even if Kenny Pickett does end up playing. Bills, very good team. Von Miller going back to the Super Bowl with the Bills to play the team that he left. I'm putting the Rams back in the Super Bowl, beating the Bucks in Tampa. I'm going Rams versus Bills in the Super Bowl. I just think the Rams, they had Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. Those 3 players, I know there's 11 on defense, but that is a crucial 3 players. And it's just such a good team. Rams are going back, and they're facing the Bills, which a lot of people had the Bills going last year. Bills had a shootout, lost because of a coin flip. They got their revenge. They're back. Bills, Rams, Super Bowl. All right, now for the Super Bowl. And I'm going to be honest, the AFC, in my opinion, has a lot of the better teams. You got teams that are missing the playoffs. If we look at the AFC real quick, before we even talk about the Super Bowl, you got Patriots, Dolphins, good teams. You got the Ravens missing the playoffs. Chiefs, Raiders, according to my predictions, missed the playoffs. Broncos. And like I said, I think of the AFC West, I think the Raiders, I think the Chiefs, the Broncos, they all have a chance. And realistically, I think 2 teams from this division make the playoffs. But just the way that each game broke down, I only had 1. But I think realistically, like I said, Chargers, Raiders make it, or Chargers, Chiefs, or maybe even 3 teams make it. I think it's a very good division. But the AFC is loaded. When it comes to the NFC, you got the Bucks, you got the Packers, which are solid, you got the Rams. Of course, some of the teams from this division are solid. But I just think the AFC is way stronger. But that doesn't mean I'm going to have the Bills winning for sure in this matchup. We got the Rams, who are one of, if not the strongest teams in the NFC. This game is going to be played in Glendale, Arizona. I looked it up, so it's going to be at the Arizona Cardinals Stadium. Bills, Rams, Von Miller, Bobby Wagner. Who am I picking in my very early predictions? I already know who I'm picking. I am going with the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl in 2023 in Arizona. I'm going with the Bills over the Rams. Von Miller does it again. He switches teams. It doesn't matter. Von Miller gets another ring with the Bills. I think Josh Allen. Ooh, we can even see the draft order. Ooh, we can get the. Okay, I'll look at that in a second. But I think Josh Allen, this team, I mean, bro, they almost pulled it off last year. That was a crazy effort in the playoffs last year. Lost in overtime. But this is going to be very interesting. Again, we're 5 months out So I'm going to do another video when it gets closer to the season, probably in August. But this is what I have right now. So draft order, we got the Jets with the number 1 pick, Panthers, Seahawks. You guys see it. Very interesting. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions. Am I being biased? Probably a little bit with the, with the Steelers in the conference championship. A lot of people are going to call me out for that, but I actually think it's realistic. I think the Steelers are a very sound team, like all around. But yeah, this video took me, I've been recording for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Obviously, I'm going to edit it, but it's been 1 hour and 40 minutes. A very long video, especially for my second channel, which doesn't get as many views. So drop a like, sub up if you guys are still watching. Comment too. Comment loyal right now if you're still watching. I want to see who's still watching this long video. But I just love talking about football. I love talking about sports in general. One day, I'm trying to start a podcast and just, so I can just talk. But Bills winning the Super Bowl. That's what I got. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.